recording the lesson, and we will consider what can be done this year. As I told you before, there are some reasons that induce me to shift some of the activities and of the topics of the course. And as I have mentioned to you, some applications which were available for free up to last year in Steel University, they are not, as for today and maybe for the future, available any longer. What we can do now. So let us consider what we can do. I believe that instead of starting directly with slides, which was my temptation, as you've seen, I believe we should start to explore what it is available. I want you to be able to use computational thermodynamics, and I want you to use such a software which is called Pandat. Pandat is a software which makes possible by downloading it here. I won't sign it because I've already, well, maybe we make sign up or not. Well, we have already installed it in this computer, so I don't think it could be a good idea, but the documentation is there. We will see here are the courses, and we can open it and have a look on what it is possible to do with such a software. In the next lesson, we will be introduced to, this is a commercial software with some commercial databases, and this commercial software is available for free up to 3 chemical components, but then if you need something more, you got to pay, and this is correct as for me. So you can download the demo, and then let us have a look at what they promise to me. So, and what you can do with this software. So basically, you should try to explore or re-explore binary phase diagrams that I believe you have already faced and considered in the previous courses on material science or material science and engineering. So this is a presentation. I would recommend you that you use this because it is sort of full and accessible documentation, and I believe also I will use with my students of the other course, which are fine examples, and just browsing it for you. Well, I believe I should not be a substitute of a professor of general material science, because this is a course on steels or on steel making, but I assume that you are familiar with all these names, maybe not with the monotactic or syntactic, but you have heard about eutectic systems and eutectic reactions, eutectoid system and eutectoid reaction, and so for polytectic and for the peritectoid. They prove to be useful, not necessarily you cannot do anything without knowing about something which is called peritactic, but it will be useful for you to help you to understand where you are. And so this is quite a long presentation, and this has, of course, been taken by some textbook of material science, and this is a general, very well-known textbook of material science and engineering, which is not the topic of our course. Then you can have other presentations as well. And well, I believe that this is interesting, and you should, if you are not familiar with at least binary phase diagrams actually, and if you want to improve your knowledge about ternary phase diagrams, is okay. But my own suggestion is to work them out while you are learning the software. So you will not get bored with too many strange words like monotactic or syntactic or what else. But you will get familiar as long as you are working with that. So as long as you prefer traveling to geography normally, and so actually we cannot travel, so maybe geography is a good option, but all these examples are generated by using Pandat. So binary, ternary, and also other, I should explore phase diagram courses. And trying to explore whether you can save it. Binary phase diagram 3. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Well, this is shorter. Anyway, let us forget for a while about presentations, and let me help you in starting the software. I assume that you have already downloaded the demo. The demo is this one, Pandat 2020. Likely there will be in a few weeks, 2021, but they don't change a lot from time to time, from year to year, even though there is some variation. The core of the software remains the same. So you need the software. This one is commercial. On Friday, we will hear about an open, so non-commercial software. Basically, both of them use thermodynamic databases, which is something which is not so complicated, so we can load them. We will load some of the files that I'm using for teaching on the other course. Say I'm using FE Miani 2018 or the like. This is a thermodynamic database. So once you have started a new activity there, you can select a couple of elements. I would select the two key elements of steel. The two key elements of steel are, of course, iron, and well, I believe also, of course, for you, iron and carbon are the basis of any kind of steel. Even though there might be differences, you can have as little as 0.03, sometimes even less percent in weight of carbon. It is so much influencing the game. And then if we are speaking about steel, it will very, very difficult that we will find something more than 1%. So the weight percent, it goes in a very narrow range. So let us start with the traditional. Maybe you have, not maybe, for sure you have met it in your previous courses in material science. You know that, as just we have said now, you don't have a lot of carbon in the industrial applications of iron carbon alloys. Basically, you have from 0 to 1, and that's steel. And then you have something around 4%, I'm speaking about weight percent, and that's cast iron. Of course, you can have variations and blah, 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 blah. But let us face the compositions up to 7%, which is a lot. You will never find a technical material with a 7% of carbon or more. So we can click it, put those values, and put one another and see what's going on. I made a mistake. 0, 0, and then this is to replace, because we want to have total 100% in weight, and it was less than that. Let us see if I have done the right thing. And I'm taking my time because it goes okay. So this is the iron carbon phase diagram. You have already met maybe many times in the courses, in some courses of material science. So if you click with your right mouse, you can do label, you can label the field, the two-phase, this field, this is FCCA1 plus graphite, this is FCCA1, this is a single phase field, and so on. Again, there is a huge amount of carbon which should not be considered, and most of you, I believe, they know that the eutectic point of the iron carbon system is around 4.3% and around 1150 degrees. We should be more precise having the data here. So this is the graphic part of Pandat with the 2D phase diagram. It could be also a 3D phase diagram. It could be basically a solidification simulation, or it could be even something else. But basically, as for our course, we will find 2D or 3D phase diagrams and some sections of 3D phase diagrams. This is one part, and we will compare it with the Open Calfat Chi different windows that we will hear about in a couple of days. And so here are the graphs we can customize, and here are the tables. Especially important is this default table. The default table gives you some numbers: temperature, weight fractions, phase name, amount of specific phase, and blah, blah, and so on. If you want to export this data, you should click on this small icon, and then you will give to some Excel files the possibility, I hope so. Normally it works. Okay. You have given to one Excel file the possibility to export and to manage your data. There are always problems, in using PCs, because sometimes for the separation of numbers you use the dot. Sometimes you use the comma and then makes a mess around. But I hope you will manage on your own computer. So going back not to Excel, but going back to Pandat, you can modify it. You can modify different things. You can get the invariant values, which are temperatures and compositions in which you have some special reaction. So for instance, here this transformation liquid plus BCC-A2, it transforms into FCC-A1, and you have the values and you have the temperature and so on. But, well, it will be easier afterwards when you can be aware of what you are doing. So graphite, graphite, graphite. But most of you have heard about cementite, which is the usual phase you find in iron carbon alloys with low carbon content. And then we go to select phases. Cementite is already there. What we'll never find, unfortunately, in our iron carbon material is diamond. Actually, it is the diamond phase. So let us see what is going on. The same data as before, the same compositions, the same temperature. Here you have a Y. Y stands for this point here. Then you have the origin point that stands here for the origin. And then you have the X value, which is there. So in our graphs, Y, origin, and X. This is the result. It is different. You will find a line here that was not present before. And this line is the composition of cementite. Cementite is an iron carbide, which is the iron carbide often reported, but we will see, maybe we will, maybe not, that there are also other carbon iron compounds which are not with the stoichiometric composition iron 3C. There could be other values, but this is a more complex and challenging topic, which is not for an introduction to steel. So for the moment, because I want you to make this comparison with the software we will be able to use for by the day of Friday, next Friday. For the moment, using Pandat, it's just the beginning. You have reproduced the iron carbon system. So what it is up to you? It is up to you, as your colleagues have already done most of time, to go in this, look for Barisha 123 channel, and this is on YouTube, and well, stop the presentation there and see different playlists, and you should find a variety of different courses, informations, and so on. So you will see really a lot of things to do. Let us see if we can see the playlist. This is courses directly from Professor Badesha, who's from Cambridge. Let us see if he has the link. No, not there. So we will do that. Badesha 123 channel. Okay. So we will have a look at this one. Modern steel products. It takes something like 1 hour, and I would recommend that you start it there. You can go a little bit more quickly if you would like, and then see this introduction, and then we can discuss the way you are understanding English, because I lack information basically as for today, which is your ability to understand my own English or the English of other guys like Bruno or Harry or what else that are speaking every day in English. I'm not speaking every day in English, but I hope my English is not that bad. So let us meet again on Friday. I will make a registration of what will be said, and I hope it will be useful for your activity. So for the moment, that's nearly all. And so you have this introduction. Now it's you, Lorenzo. You are online?
Yes.
Okay. So good morning, Lorenzo. I was a little bit scared because I didn't find anyone in the classroom. So and then I ran home, and then I started this lesson because in the case no one would be there, likely I think for the moment you are the only student, because in the classroom there was no one. And so I've been recording this lesson, and I hope that your level of understanding English is enough in order to get the information. So you are a student of the first year of Ingegneria Civile, I suppose.
No, I'm not. I study management engineer, and
Okay.
yes, I couldn't come in class because
No, but no problem, because you have some, because if you are engineering with management, which is
yes.
Ingegneria Gestionale, you have other activities. But basically, I believe that as I am doing, so I have some 50, 60 students with the course of metallurgy, which is in Italian. And this one, we will record it and make the lessons available for students, maybe for you, maybe for your colleagues, they will not attend. So something more about the activities that will be recorded on the lesson. Will be you there on Friday?
On Friday,
Online?
no.
No?
No,
Okay.
because I have already another lesson.
Yeah, no problems, because this is the game that I can normally, for the course of metallurgy, I've already recorded, and they are available on YouTube, lessons. They have lessons in Italian, of course. They are available on YouTube in the channel Metallurgia 21, and so you can download it. Maybe I also will record, if you don't mind, also this first lesson, in order that we give someone the idea that we are there. And then this is an introduction to PANDAT, which is the commercial application for thermodynamic calculations on metals. And on Friday, I am with some students of the Master in Metallurgical Engineering. It's good that there is a little people because our department, they made me, because I'm already teaching in this master, but I have some overlapping. So I will join the students of the two courses. Otherwise, I cannot be one person in two places in different ways, and I will be online. So we will follow online. And what is your impression? Will you follow the lessons? I mean, you know that in Italian, we can state that you can follow a course. It is called synchronous, which is like now, teaching, or asynchronous teaching, which is I will record some activities, I will plan some assignments, and you will do whatever you can do whenever it will be available for your other lessons. So I think you will do such a thing, such a deal, and also we will manage if there is someone which we have lost because of the pandemics, because of the mess around of all the situation. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
So did you get, when did you start hearing me? I think I recorded everything. So
yes, I joined the lesson, I think in the 10th minute.
Okay, but everything is recorded. So I have recorded it. So we are recording, and I put now into the internet. And so you can follow it. And of course you can pass to some colleagues if whatever they will like to do. I think I will go on, I will stop recording the lessons for Friday because I must wait for the guys, and likely I will register some more lessons for this course using different tools and blah, blah, blah. Okay.
So you'll not stream in real-time lessons?
Well, it depends. If I have no students streaming in real time, it's something. So the idea is to stream if there is some student, of course. If there is one, if the other is busy, but I think it's something in between. I will also try to stream. Why not? I can also stream, and instead of recording the lessons early morning, or I can also stream in the times devoted to. So basically, we can use the same timetables, otherwise it will be a mess. And I will be streaming for the lessons, and then I will be recording the lessons and putting them on the YouTube. Practically, I will do something slightly different because last year, as I've mentioned and I repeat, we could use the simulations for a suite of simulations which are available at Steel University. But this year, these simulations are not for free any longer, and you should pay something like 50 euros for doing the simulations, which in my mind is a little bit too much because it is managed by the World Steel Organization, and the World Steel Organization is managing something like all the steel making companies in the world. So they are managing, I think, enough money. They don't need your 50 euros. So we will check it. And how about your own? Why did you decide to attend? Did you already register officially to the course?
Yes,
or not?
yes.
Okay, so you are enrolled in the course. That's
yes.
That's good. So of course, it is not compulsory to attend the lessons, but I would recommend that you do timely the assignments I will propose to you. So as I propose in the lesson, you should connect to the site and then please email me at steelforconstruction@gmail.com, and if you don't find such an email, send me the first email at fabio.miani@uniud.it. Okay?
Yes.
And so basically I will stream the lessons, yes. And also, well, why not? I could also use the same time. This is a strange situation because I've already told my colleagues that steelmaking activities in Friuli, Venezia Giulia, we have companies like Danieli, which is in the top 3 for steelmaking plants. And then we have Pitini, ABS still, and other companies which are making some of the 50% of the export of the Provincia di Udine. You are from Udine, you are from somewhere else?
No, I'm from Conegliano.
Yeah, you are from Conegliano. Are you staying in Udine, or because of the pandemics you are staying at home?
No, I'm at home.
No problems, I mean, we have. I believe that from the local newspapers, we will shut at least all the schools for the next week, and so the situation also maybe there was some doubt if I found someone in the classroom today, but I believe there will be not doubts for the next week. So your level in English is good enough to understand me. Yeah, I think so.
Quite.
So
yes.
So what you should do, you should work out the assignments and send me timely of what I require. It will be quite easy. Okay?
Okay.
So thank you for attending, and let's keep in touch. Okay? And send me an email in one to one address or the other, and it will be okay. Okay?
Just
Have a nice day.
The first deadline for the first assignment, when will be?
Well, we can discuss normally. Normally, I give a couple of weeks, which corresponds basically to 1, 2, 3, 4, to 4 lessons, so 8 hours. But for this first assignment, you should check, and we can. You are studying other courses and you are attending other courses as well. We can manage. I mean, it's not. If you would be 50 or 100 students, it would be a mess. But we can organize the thing accordingly. I suggest that you do things timely, so in order that you have the exam by the end of May, like it is normal standard examination dates and time. Okay.
So
Any other question?
Yes. So the exam is to do these
Assignments. Yes.
Yes, and
yeah. Okay.
And nothing else.
That's the idea. So you prepare your assignments. The assignment will be partly the same like last year, but partly they will be different. You will be using, I don't know if you are already using it, Octave, which is a MATLAB-like software. We will keep on that, because even if you have MATLAB, I don't believe all the guys that could use it, they have it. And so we will keep on Octave. And if you have something that you should understand, you could also have a look at what we are doing with the course of Metallurgia, which is in Italian. And I believe then you can have also some help. I will give you some email addresses of the guys. But basically, this is in English, and we keep it in English. And maybe I will ask my colleagues of civil engineering if this can be the last year for students of civil engineering. I do not believe that students for civil engineering will never work in Danieli, Pitini, ABS. Normally, quite a lot of students of mechanical engineering, engineering with management, they go to Danieli or ABS or what else. And so this is a very strange situation, but never mind. It's good for you that you are for the moment the only student, okay?
Okay.
Okay, all the best. Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Bye.